Oh my God, you guys are gonna make me work overtime. Following the fallout of my background music, some of you came into my inbox and also told me off in the comment section. All of that, I take it very positively. The good thing is I looked in my dustbin and I did see my notes were still there. They haven't gone outside. And the other good thing is I've decided to update them or upgrade them. So here we go. 007 is the central conduit of the network. Nkosi facilitates the movement of information, access, and request across civilians, senior SAPS officials, municipal actors, political layers. He does not originate strategy, but enables its execution. That's why he's called 007, functioning as a switchboard within multi-layered enterprise systems. First person in Nkosi's network is Jotham Msibi or Mswazi, a foundational anchor figure whose relationships and conflicts continue to structure the network posthumously. Taxi violence dynamics, retaliation narratives, and civilian business alignments all radiate from his ecosystem. He presents as a legacy control node, influence that persists beyond death. He rules from the grave. Then next, we have Steve Motsumi, who is a civilian, a central civilian anchor within the network. His environment functions as a physical coordination hub with multiple SAPS linked and civilian actors, including Mampani, interacting within this space. Motsumi presents the external landing zone of statement-linked information, where operational and social layers interact. Next is Mampani. I do not have a picture of this guy. Please, can you drop it in the comment section? He is a high-value hybrid channel combining financial, relational, and procurement interest. He is directly linked to Motsumi, receives sensitive information from Nkosi, including tender-related materials with the city of Tshwane and Makala-linked material, and he is tied to an unexplained 12,500 Rand payment to Nkosi in May 2024. His apparent link to a possible company named NVP suggests he is not peripheral, but a beneficiary participant in the procurement-linked flows. We have Pelo Evan Ntagati, a civilian family-linked node tied to SWAT murder context and broader taxi security dynamics. He introduces matters into Nkosi's network, illustrating how private disputes and criminal issues are routed into the SAPS through informal relational channels, bypassing structured intake systems. So while the SWAT murder was active, there was a lot of chats exchange between Tagati and Nkosi, and Tagati identifying Denny Mabusela, this guy here. I don't know which one it is, the one with the mask or not. I don't know which one is Denny out of here. Can you let me know in the comments who is Denny between these two? And so Mtagati forwarding Denny Mabusela's ID to Nkosi and confirming that he actually works for him. Then we have Siabulela Sibande. In Nkosi's WhatsApp chats, he is saved as Galito, a business side associate linked to the late Jotham Msibi. Despite being described informally as Baba's cook, he's the chef. His proximity to Msibi's network and involvement in material support, especially he is seen to be funding Baba's bikes, positions him within the logistical and support layer of a broader influence network. Then we have a Mandla Gaba. He appears in post-death condolence exchanges linked to Msibi and Sibanyoni. While not operationally central, he functions as a relational marker, helping map proximity and alignment within the broader social cluster. In my previous recording, somebody said this is Jacob Zuma's nephew. It's not me. Somebody, not me. Not me. No. Continuing to drop names of Ghosts Network. Next one is an interesting character. Is Joe Ferraris Sibanyoni. He's a taxi violent node, a major figure within the taxi violence ecosystem, positioned at the intersection of SAPS engagement, family-linked allegations against him from the Mswazi family, Nkosi trying to mediate the two family feuds, Nkosi's repeated visits. The Senior Council noted 12 visits over 18 months. So that's just about one visit per month, indicate a sustained trust-based relationship, suggesting Sibanyoni is a conflict zone anchor through which influence and information circulate. One of the attempted murder allegations against Ket Matlala is on Joe Sibanyoni. So this suggests that as much as Joe Sibanyoni is a victim, he is part of the top tier network. I'm not going to call it Big Five because I'm not sure yet. Then we have Zenzile Nxumalo, an external intermediary who feeds requests, identities, and profiling material into the SAPS linked channels. Z acts as a feeder node, initiating flows that Nkosi then distributes across the network. Hope you are following. Demonstrating how external actors can trigger internal state-linked activity into formal entry points. Example is Chomi. He is subject of profiling and tracing within the communications that include Z. Z is the one who started this whole Musa Kaula's unlawful arrest. His inclusion reflects targeted information gathering behavior, indicating that the network engages not only in reactive communications, but also active monitoring and interest tracking of individuals. They were tracking Musa Kaula like he has unalived a bunch of people, following him into a concert, and then later on following him when he was just sitting at the Shabin arresting. They were like, he had a whole team of SAPS police officers tracking him down. He can sue these people. Musa is about to get rich. Just, I'll end it there. Continuing on dropping names in Nkosi's network, we have Vusiket Matlala, a high-level business figure whose presence connects this network to broader commercial and possibly organized structures. His inclusion elevates the network from localized interactions to tier one influence space, suggesting overlap within wider economic and criminal ecosystem. I don't believe that Ket Matlala is one of the big five. I just don't believe that. General Kumalo is yet to give us a conclusion as to who is in the top five. Oh yeah, there is a credit card issue. Nkosi was in possession of Ket Matlala's credit card, which he says he found it in the speedboat dashboard. Matlala's confessions earlier says that he gave it to him so he could use it to withdraw funds that he was paying Sibia. You know what? I don't know. I don't know what the truth is. But what the senior counsel could prove is that the credit card was used while it was in Nkosi's possession. He was using it to make cash withdrawals, make luxury purchases, and things like that. I'm going to leave it there. Then we have Katie Mulefe, described as the person of the generals. This is a strategic influence node. His position suggests proximity to senior SAPS command structures, potentially representing a parallel authority or influence layer operating above formal hierarchies. By the way, Nkosi says in that white bag there is riding gear, gloves, jackets, and things like that. And he says he intended to return them to the store because they didn't fit KT. He never really did return the items. He produced a receipt of the items, and he says he doesn't know where they are. But anyway, asikwala. And then in the middle of this network, we have none other than Natasha Piri from the SABC, a media layer channel appearing in Nkosi-linked communications where press inquiries circulate internally before or alongside official channels. Her presence suggests that information flowing through Nkosi's network intersects with narrative awareness or narrative management and potentially reputational management, indicating that operational developments may have been informally mirrored and anticipated within the media linked channels. The senior counsel could only prove that she received 500 rands for cool drink money. I think she has received way more money in cash. So this cannot be the first or the last payment that she got. And for that reason, I think Natasha, it is my opinion that she needs to lose her career over this. Because manufacturing our consent using media is one of the reasons why we are in this mess. And it's because of people like Natasha that manage narrative through media, that make it possible for a network of, for example, like the Big Five to flourish. But anyway, I'm not going to be rambling. I'm just dropping names today. You guys can put one and one together. Then we have Yvonne Mama Tobejane, central to a mama issue between General Sibia and Sgt Nkosi, involving employment or placement requests routed through Nkosi and others. This reflects patronage style influence, where access to positions or opportunities is mediated through the informal networks. For some reason, the mama issue was suppressed by the senior counsel. He said he's not going to publicize it. So I hope somebody leaks that information. I don't know who, but anyway, I'll leave it there. Let's continue dropping names in Nkosi network. Then we have Rainer. Maybe he's the owner or a salesperson for Waterworld Boats, a commercial facilitator providing access such as bikes, vehicles to the network linked individuals via Nkosi. He represents the material support infrastructure underpinning the network. I think the SIU will be all over his business, trying to figure out how the network purchased these assets through him. Now we have DJ somebody, Opa John Sefoka, a contextual anchor used to probe relations, particularly Lekolela's proximity. His relevance lies not in participation, but in how his death is used to map influence and relational networks. For some reason, between Lekolela and Nkosi, they knew why he was unalived. So, the senior counsel tried to press Nkosi about this, and he ran away from responsibility. Nkosi ran away from this one. But it's DJ somebody can continue to rest in peace, but he is very active in Nkosi's network charts. One of the very last questions that the senior counsel posed onto Nkosi was related to Tibbs, aka best friend or partner, Tebelo Motswane, who was also unalived. And there were exchanges of pictures of AKA abusing her former or late girlfriend. All those pictures were circulating in Nkosi's network. So Tibbs is linked through familiar proximity to individuals within the core network. His inclusion suggests that social and family ties intersect with operational relationships, reinforcing the network's layered structure. May he continue to rest in peace, but his name is very active in Nkosi's charts. According to Nkosi's testimony, I think he said he was talking about him because he is a nephew to Steve Motsumi. Steve Motsumi Omtagati. Now I can't remember. You guys can correct me in the comments, but one of the two. Guys, please can you do me a favor? Can you just share this recording in your with your network? Please just press share. That's all I'm asking you. Just share. The next recording is we continue with dropping names in Nkosi's network. This time I'm going to talk about the SAPS layer. See you on the next one.